Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well. So in this video I'm going to show those newer players to Escape from Tarkov how best to enter small story dorms. Now this is needed for a couple of quests, but mainly we're focusing on the Pharmacist quest for the Therapist. This has you going into the small story dorms, going to room 114, unlocking it, obtaining what looks like a briefcase and extracting with it. So first of all, you are going to need the key for this quest, that is dorm rooms 114. A couple of ways you can obtain this, but to be perfectly honest, once you get this quest you are level 10, so the chances are that you already have this key. If you don't, because you are level 10, you've got access to the flea market, you can simply go and buy it. There are a couple of places that it will spawn on various maps, but the loot pools are that open now that it spawns pretty much anywhere. It does potentially spawn in this car near the scav checkpoint. This is one of the places where it has a slightly higher chance to spawn than others, but to be perfectly honest, you could farm that for raid after raid and not find it one time, so just go to the flea market and buy it. It will cost you a bit early in a wipe, but to be perfectly honest, it's quite easy to make money in Escape from Tarkov, and if you want that quest done, it's just one of those things that you'll have to do. So approaching the small story dorms, obviously it's a 4-sided building and each side is quite useful. Now this side, which is the southern side of the building which faces back into the map towards the construction area, is fairly useless, but it can have a use. Now disregard the first floor door, that is locked, you cannot go through that, but the ground floor door, you can open this one and look down the corridor that you will eventually need to go down to get to room 114. Now you can't access the rest of the building through this door, you can only go so far in, there's a metal grate and you can't go no further, but it does give you a vantage point down that corridor if you want to look to see if anybody else is down there. There could be PMCs in there could be scavs in there, or indeed you could look down and see that the door has already been opened by somebody else, so there's potential for just going in and getting straight out, or there could potentially be somebody else in there doing exactly the same quest as you. So looking at the eastern side of the building, this never used to be a way of accessing the building, but it is now. The windows can now be broken and you can access through. If you can get high enough to access the window, you can jump in. So as you see here, we've got these black bags that are stacked up, you can jump on those and jump in through the window. Now this puts you right next to room 114. You just need to exit this room, turn right, and the next room on your right is 114 that you need for the quest. So this is probably one of the safest and quickest routes in and out of the building if you just want to get straight in and out. The next access point is from the western side, and this is the main entrance. Now predominantly I would say don't use this one. It is patrolled by scavs just outside and just inside as well, and you're obviously very open to the 3-story dorms behind you, so there's the potential for scavs to come out and shoot at you. There's the potential for PMCs to see you as well and take you out or engage you. So I would advise against using this route, but if you feel like you can run in and get in safely, then by all means do it. And the next route is in from the northern side. The bottom ground floor door is locked, it doesn't open, so disregard that one. You would need to go up the metal stairs and in on the first floor. Be very careful when using the metal stairs though, because for anybody else that's in that building, you travelling up those stairs will be audible to them, especially if they're using contacts. They will be able to hear you going up, so you could creep up there, but it still does make a slight sound, so there's a chance that you could be heard. Now when entering any part of this building from any of the entrances that I've listed, be very careful for scavs. Scavs will patrol either down the corridors or they will sit in the side rooms waiting for you to walk past, so as you enter and go down the corridors, be sure to check every open door that there is, make sure that there are no scavs squatting in there. Sometimes they will make a sound so that you know that they're in there, and other times they won't. They will sit in silence and just wait for you to pass. And again, likewise for PMCs, if they hear you go up the metal stairs or they hear you jumping in through the eastern side, they may stop and go quiet and wait for you to pass and then engage you. So you've got to be very careful as you enter the building from any of the sides, to be perfectly honest. The other thing is that there is the potential for Rashala, the scav boss, to spawn in this building. He will spawn with 4 other scavs. They tend not to stray too far away from Rashala, but if they know that you are there, they will try to approach you. Best thing to do is maybe hide in a side room, funnel them into a corridor, peek out and take them out as they come down the corridor. Also be aware that if the scav boss has spawned in the 3-story dorms, if he sees you through the windows, him and his minions will engage you and try and shoot you through the windows, so it's maybe best to try and avoid sitting in the rooms that are on the western side of the building, as you may be engaged through the windows. So once you're in, you just need to make your way to room 114. or get your briefcase and get the hell out of there. Now you can use any of the ways out that I've listed. Obviously you can't use the southern side because the metal grate is there, but you can use the 3 other entrances to exit the building. Exactly which way you go and how you go about it is going to depend on the raid that you're in. Obviously your extract will be opposite where you spawned, so it's going to be down to you how you actually get away from it. But with this quest item, if you die before making it to extract, you will lose it and have to do this over again. So it's probably best to try and avoid engaging anybody else if you can. If you hear large pockets of gunfire, try and traverse around another part of the map to avoid that so that you can safely make it to your extract. And that is pretty much it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope it helps those of you out that may be a little bit stuck. As always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.